Hey guys, R.I.P bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. Playing today's pointing in the north, we have Vickers K, Penal, Rest in Peace, playing as Brits, and straight away going for mobile assault. Teaming up with him is Lord Tachanka-savior, playing as Soviets, going straight for gun motor coordination. Facing off against him in the bottom, we have ptiteuteu, playing as OKW, who has Overwatch, Breakthrough, and Luftwaffe for ground forces, and finally Chupacabra playing as Ostheer and going for Spearhead. In terms of rankings here, random teams, both sides, edge to the allies. Vickers K is around rank 50, Lord Tachanka around rank 130, and both the Axis are around rank 180. Okay, so double MG build here for Chupacabra. Wagon going to work here. Some guys coming in on the flank. Do have conscripts arriving, but don't have an angle to fire from at the moment. Going to concede some territory. Really good setup there for ptiteuteu. And here we go. Royal Engineers called in. Interesting build here. Going for them after both the Universal Carrier and one infantry section. Three conscripts meanwhile for Tachanka. Picked up a Grenadier kind of late after the double MG start. Molotovs very early for Lord Tachanka. Can be sometimes an okay option if you're up against something like the Kubel. The threat of the anti-tank grenades super early is very handy. Also with so many squads on low, might be worth considering building some medics at this stage. Try and save a bit of this manpower bleed that's coming in. It's the thing with medics, you know, can be a bit flexible on when you get them. And if you see a scenario like this, where maybe you could save 100 or so manpower by getting them, and I think it's worthwhile. Similar story for US forces.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at headquarters.
There's quite a lot of flexibility on when you get your ambulance. You've got a lot of low health riflemen. So it's worth getting before your first light vehicle. Oh, there we go. 4 retreats there for Lord Tachanka. And does have the medics up, so nice to see. Trying to put a mortar pit down very early in the match, but interrupted. I feel like this early, it's kind of hard to defend the mortar pit, especially if you don't have your own vehicle like an AEC to defend it. A 222 could just drive up here and destroy it pretty easily. Close call on that Poe. Do get away though.
The enemy have destroyed a forward
Once
emplacement.
again cancelling the mortar pit. Recovery sappers coming in. Can upgrade them with the flamethrower or the sweeper. Don't come with the sweepers straight away any longer. And yeah, also come in at 5 men, so don't have to go for the bolster either. Which is quite nice, because it makes them reasonably strong in the early stages. Slight manpower premium though. Trying to press forwards now is Chupacabra. Universal Carrier going to work with its suppressing fire. And conscripts coming on the flank. There we go. One machine gun down. We got another one a little bit further back though. Tough to dislodge. Big formation coming into the centre for ptiteuteu. Got double Fusiliers. So he's going to scale quite nicely in the late game because of that. Here comes the AT gun for Moron Park. I mean Vickers K. Moron Park's the clan name, I've been told. Another Grenadier. Also pops the flamethrower on the Pios. Oh boy, no retreat from Lord Tachanka. That was sloppy. Coming in here with a scout car as well. Very, very late with the tier 1 scout car. Usually get this like just 3 minutes earlier than this. Stacking on top of that, bad idea up against Fusiliers since they have the snares straight away, which maybe not even relevant in this game because already Faust available because the battle group's down here. So this is a horrible idea for Lord Tachanka. Let's see if he manages to get away with it here. Choo-choo activating a breakthrough here, which is curious. Doesn't give you any mobility bonuses. Looks like the second Faust is going to connect. Do some guards out. A good option. Pretty much any scenario around this timing. Upgrading them with the LMGs. Looks like Moron Park really wants to get this mortar pit down. Not having much luck so far though. And decide to call in the mortar instead. As one of the functions, one of the changes. Instead of advanced cover combat in this commander. And I think, you know, the mobile mortar is maybe more suitable to this early stage. The mortar pit's something you go when you're a bit more dug in, when the front lines are more well established.
Contact! It's a bit touch and go!
Mortar's flying both directions now. This way from the mortar half track. Which can be a strong option if you are up against the emplacements with its incendiary shot, of course. And so far, activated the target them ability. It's cost a decent chunk of munitions, so don't want to spam it in these very early stages before you've got all your squads upgraded with their weapons, especially if you've got Panzer Fusiliers. Which experience such a big power spike from those G43s compared to the vanilla rifles. Slow mortar combat coming both directions. So this one's getting blasted by the mortar half track now though, under a bit of pressure. Cut off maneuver here from Pachuchu. Quick to back away with the Kubel, doesn't take any PTRS damage. Try and bait these into the machine gun, not quite successful, but close call. Kubel coming back in for some extra damage. The guard's extremely low here, but there we go. They open up with the PTRSs. Kubelwagen a little bit late to dodge, and down it goes. You can see he's just started to dodge away with it right as it died. Yeah, it's not really worth the micro burden trying to come in for some damage against guards unless they're down to like 1 or 2 models. And those models aren't both the PTRS. With the hassle, not with the repair time. T70 out now for Tachanka.
Mortar team has arrived.
Man, I was just thinking how Lord Tachanka reminds me of like a sumo wrestler's name. Definitely looking forward to the next sumo basho. Starts on 4th of July. Watching sumo for a while now. About a year I guess coming up. Okay, pack lining up on the T70 here. Connecting once. It is not quite in range for the Faust though. But overall, you know, in spite of the Axis being slightly worse off in the rankings, seem to have slightly superior territory control up until this point, and hit by over 100 on victory points as well. So things are going pretty smoothly for them overall. Got a double commandos now from Vickers K rather. And it looks like he's going to equip them with some Brens. Oh, it's a big old blob. Conscript in some big trouble. Oh, close, but does not get away. Keep him creeping up on the T70 here. Mortar opening up, but never enough of a front line to really hold back the infantry here. Guards coming in from the side though. Oh, and that's a nasty grenade. Good dodge though. Dodges upwards. Ended up working out quite nicely. If he dodged to the side, probably would have got wiped there. Hard retreat as well might not have been successful. So that was good reactions from ptiteuteu. Well handled.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Engineer standing by.
You have orders.
ptiteuteu with a boatload of fuel. Definitely needs to get this tech truck down. A little bit late on that. Could impact his first medium tank timing. Anyway, Chupacabra has completed battle phase 2. Does not have the tech structure down yet though. Could find down though. Pie's just finished retreating. Good timing for it. And yeah, his fuel timing is a little bit later since he did build that mortar half track. 30 fuel invested there. MG sitting up. Conscripts, no way, buddy. Not worth the hit. Not even worth the attempt. Even if he did get the Molotov off, like, yeah. Not a good idea. Too much damage coming his way. Recon plane up now from Chupacabra, maybe doing some sighting. This mortar half track will also reveal these commandos that try and sneak around. These recon planes do reveal those camouflage units. Just going to take a hit. No, miss from the Raketten. And the heavy mortar blasting out the squad providing sight there. Speaking of sight, so much sight available now for ptiteuteu between the officer and the Fusiliers with the G43s. Some very strong spotting. Push onto the fuel point now for Chupacabra. Here come the double Bren Mandos though. Not vetted up yet, so not super strong, but similar story for the Grenadiers. Vet 1 don't have any combat bonuses yet. Off an 8. Ooh, pretty good connection. I thought that would land a little bit shallow. I thought he was a bit further away, but good connection. Either way, the Allies really struggling here. Centaur going to be coming in for more on puck, but you can see 90 fuel in the bank after this comes out, so missing his timing pretty badly. That's, you know, supposed to be one of the advantages of going for this commando, because you don't have to spend fuel on going for bolster, since you're leaning more on commandos with the already 5-man or engineer. Maybe get your medium tank out a bit faster. Do go for weapon racks, but they are quite a lot cheaper than the bolster in terms of fuel, so they don't slow you down too much. And maybe you can even delay them a bit if you want to use your commandos in melee range, though I do generally recommend going for those double breens on them. Especially if you go straight for the Churchill like I do. You need that extra bit of firepower. Guards performing well there at long range. Could be a reasonable time for a merge as well with these conscripts. Oh boy, SU-76 for Lord Tachanka. I feel like this is a pretty tough map to use the SU-76 on. A lot of like blind corners. Not really good lines of sight for it to operate on. On top of that, I'm just generally not a very big fan of the SU-76. Here we go, opening up maybe. Pops the marked vehicle on it, SU-76 missing. Bad start for it there. So Centaur may be slightly out of range of the recon plane. No, it shot it down, but there was no animation. Oh, no, that was the universal carrier. It shot it down, okay. Kitten connected for one shot on the SU-76. Pop the breakthrough, making a charge here with the OKW troops. The Commando's going to try to do their best to hold on. Pretty good grenades. A lot of health damage. In comes the Panzer IV. SU-76 spinning around here. And down it goes. Raketen finishing the job. Now the T-70 getting stuck on the wreck. Oh, that was horrible. Horrible play from Lord Tachanka. SU-76 spinning around. Whatever, you know, it happens. He's kind of blocked the entrance to his base a little bit with his Tier 1 tech structure. But that T-70 should not have gone down there. Smoke onto the Vickers. Panzer IV on Chupacabra's side now as well. Double anti-tank guns though for Vickers K, so can he get in position to blast out this Panzer IV? So far he's got basically no experience on either of them, so doesn't look like he's done any damage so far. Scripts ooh-ahing forwards. Briefly thinking about trying to go for the cap on the VP, but now under a lot of pressure. Oh, is that double heavy mortars now? Okay, and they bomb out machine gun very, very quickly. Tachanka putting down the Tier 4 tech now. Very vulnerable in the anti-tank department though, and he has a couple of PTRSs to tide him over. Still a reasonable amount of fuel away from an SU-85, which he probably needs. But maybe with some dexterous T-34 usage, he could get by. It's just hard, you know, when he doesn't have many conscripts for snares and no anti-tank gun to back up T-34 as well. Either way, the VP points are draining extremely quickly from the Allies right now. They really need to get things going here. And it looks like they are going on the left-hand side. Chupacabra trying to disengage here. Looks like his Panzer IV did take a beat down. And he loses his anti-tank gun. And the bunker doesn't have sight. Commanders are going to steal away the anti-tank gun. Centaur now pressuring the mortar pit, so Chupacabra falling apart here. Panzer IV thinking about coming in for the flank, but the double AT guns spin around to handle it quite nicely. And the Centaur getting in for some nice damage as well. And these Grenadiers dropping fast. Trying to close the distance for a Faust here.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
4 needs some repairs. Neither of the Pyre squads are available though, so gonna have to concede a lot of territory. Probably gonna lose the bunker here. Chupacabra losing out big time on that side. Meanwhile, with Tachanka getting some work done through the center, since OKW Panzer IV tried to assist on the left and didn't have much success. I feel like this is a reasonable time to usually target them. Looks like that's gone down in cost by 10 as well, right, with veterancy. Maybe that's the Vet 1 ability. Oh, there we go. Bunker goes down.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Walking Stuka next for ptiteuteu. I think there's a pretty good option up against the British player with now triple anti-tank guns and a machine gun, as well as a recon plane to maybe provide some sight, though that got shot down ultra fast by the Centaur there. Here comes the walking Stuka. Going after the double heavy mortar teams. And decrews one of them. The other one hanging on. More team can survive at one model. That's why it only has 5 starting models instead of 6 like other Soviet support weapons.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
I say it's still an advantage though, because it's quite easy to drop down to one model. So being able to survive that, very handy. Trying to get a mine down. T-3485 coming through. Gets on the rear armour. The Raketen here. T-34 is not going to be baited in though. Trying to go for some attack rounds, clear out that mine that just got planted. Commandos meanwhile sneaking their way forwards. Maybe catch the pack over here. Chupacabra has repaired up the Panzer IV. It's hiding at the moment, trying to stay away from the double anti-tank guns. Doesn't have a machine gun upgrade on this yet as well, which I think is a mistake. Basically the first thing I do every time I build a Panzer IV if I've got the munis for it. Top priority upgrade that one. Doesn't manage to finish the sweeping job there. Game seems to have slowed down a bit. Those mass anti-tank guns for Vickers K really providing a roadblock for the Axis at the moment. And after the heavy mortar teams again. Pretty good connection again, a lot of manpower bleed. Oh, and here comes the Brumbier after a roaring start there. Oh, that was a nasty frag bombs. Stunned his own Panzer IV though. Managed to decrew 2 anti-tank guns. Still got 1. It's coming back out to the front lines here. Can the Axis finish off the decrew team weapons? They do have a pack nearby to come through and blast these. Panzer IV trying to play evasive, hiding behind the trees at the moment. He's going to try to finish them off with the Brumbier. Wow, direct hit. Thought it might take one more shot, but Brumbier getting in there for some nasty damage. Getting into the Panzer IV, and it is. Nice connection from the pack long range there. But, you know, at least killed double anti-tank guns. Panzer IV maybe not entirely necessary loss there. Maybe he thought he just outright killed all the anti-tank guns. Not entirely sure. Thought he did spot that storm pack running around earlier. A little bit low on health here. The Centaur is just blasting the recon planes out immediately. Not getting anything done. Walking Stuka just about ready to fire. Allies after that pushback. Starting to look slightly weak again with the loss of the double anti-tank guns. Do have quite a lot of resources floating for Vickers K. He's going for hammer, so it's going to be comets, but a little bit late getting that hammer tech done. Gonna slow down his comet production. Double anti-tank guns on the far side now for Vickers K. Here comes the Werfer. Stuka coming through as well. Not too good. It's the first walking Stuka shot that hasn't been super effective. Nearly vet 1 after that, 14 kills. 4 kills on the Werfer.
Reconnaissance flight set to go.
Quite passive with the Brombeer at the moment. And he's going to have a much tougher time once that comet arrives, so I feel like this was like the window to get some real big damage done with that Brombeer before the second anti-tank gun got reproduced. Really hope to get like vet 1 in that window so you can start using that bunker busting barrage from long range. Hasn't got too much done since killing all those decrew packs. Decrew 6-pounders rather. For about ready to fire again. Oh, that's a nasty hit from the comet there. 4 kills straight away. Raketen creeping its way in. But this could backfire. Here comes a gammon bomb from the commandos. Decrewing the Raketen in the blink of an eye. Trying to go for the recrew with the Sternpires. No, decides against it. Panzer IV on the move here. A lot of units clumped up here. This could be a nasty Werfer strike. Centaur. T-34 come out to the far side, but there's a couple of shoe mines down here. It could be dangerous. Panzer IV just about repaired, and here comes the Jagdtiger now for ptiteuteu, so it's going to answer back nicely against that comet. And the double T-34 85s. Make sure that the flank is protected, but you know, has been planting those mines. Always good if you plan to build the Jagdtiger, because it's his main weakness, getting flanked like that. Good carpet of mines down. Very, very hard to deal with. Oh, there we go. Catch you later. Heavy mortar destroyed. There's both of them outright dead now.
Are neutralizing a sector.
And there we go. 5 kills with that walking Stuka strike. Triggers the mine there with the conscripts, not the T-34. Could run a little bit further forwards here, out of range of the T-34. Behind the trees, but no. Trying to bait him into that mine, but not falling for it. And now at half health, even if he does manage the bait, it might not actually work out terribly well for him anyway. Oh, this could be trouble. Oh, target weak point coming through there, but just out of range of the packs. They have to charge forwards. Now we've got some land mattress coming through. Reasonable damage.
Point is being overrun.
Not incredible. Only here one model dropped. Did vet up quite nicely though. Target weak point back the other way on the Comet this time. Won't be going to work on the Bren Mandos. Oof. These tank guns bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Oh, done back quite far enough away there. Now he does. Close call. T-34 coming in. Looking for some crush action. Marked vehicle on the Panzer IV coming back in. That was crazy risky there. I'm trying to back out. Yak Tiger coming across. Oh, big connection there. Oh, another one. T-34 is on the move. Maybe we could have tried to sprint forwards there for the snare, but didn't. Oh, conscripts, don't forget about them. Oh, he's trying to go for a Molotov. And down they go. Terrible idea. Stuka barrage moderately targeted. Didn't really get the ultimate connection though on the heavy mortar team. Didn't connect with the land mattress there either. One AT gun overhead decrewed, and the Stoke trying to finish it off now as well. Switches over to the Centaur. Oh, take weak point. Just out of range. Finishes off the decrewed 6-pounder though. Incendiary shot coming through. No. I saw the flame symbol over. Strange. Maybe it was the counter barrage. Still, Allies hanging in. Just under 100 VPs remaining.
They're trying to take it.
I managed to drain a few off the axis here. Just pushing through the center now. They target quite far away though. Really should be over here supporting this push. Triple T-34 is going to work here. Here comes the Yag Tiger. A little bit late though. All the snaring squads have already got chased away. Battling the Comet on the far side. The fragmentation bombs coming through. Oh! Pretty big damage out the back there as well. Doesn't look like maybe they got any outright kills, but a lot of models down. Tony has to get on the move though. I go for the guards with that. Oh boy, T-34s and the Panther exposing his rear armor here. Wow. The T-34 is trying to hit the frontal armor, just grazing off the front there. The complete rear was exposed. But we can see the Axe is still quite far ahead in army size. They have had those double rocket artillery pieces working well against the Allies for quite a long time now. It's they're really feeling it in the bleed. I feel like like I only remember the land matches firing one barrage so far, but comes through for another. Pretty good connection with that first rocket. So he's going to try stay forwards here, so he doesn't have to retreat back through the rockets. But it looks like a cancel early on the land matches. Wow, we're kidding. Down it goes to the... Okay, well... Oh boy. Oh boy. Both the combat engineers dead. Does have access to vehicle crew repairs in this command, of course. It's not the end of the world, but that is very, very bad. Way behind now are the allies. They don't have a good answer to this Yak Tiger, really. Pretty much at the popcat limit here. We can maybe squeeze in one more tank. More parked like a Cromwell. Wouldn't quite be able to afford a Firefly, but maybe you could squeeze in with a couple of squads not fully reinforced. Comet coming in from the side here. The T-gun going to work. Could this be the end of the shtuk? Main gun critters. Commander's providing sight. And there we go. The T-gun finishes the job. Brumbier coming through with the bunker busting barrage though. Hoping for the D-crew. Doesn't get it though. Oh, but the mortar does. How's that mortar half-track doing? 9 kills so far. Not tremendous. Ooh. Good connection. Faust. Yep. T-34s. In some trouble here. One shot on that one now. Panther thinking about coming over to finish the job, but ends up halting it. Oh! Did the pack finish it? Not a die, or maybe a mine over there actually. Ooh, land mattress. There we go. That's the big hit he was hoping for. Get 2 after that. 9 kills now all of a sudden. And stacking up the kill counter even higher. Here comes the Stuka the other direction though. Going to get the D crew there. Just as he vetted it up. That is heartbreaking for Moron Park. The mattress is very vulnerable to that kind of counter-fire though. It did receive some, mobility buffs, but still quite a lot slower than a rocket truck. This barrage lasts longer as well, so it tends to stay stationary for longer. Okay, recruit quite quickly, but yeah, real shame to lose the veterancy since just get a bonus damage at Vet 2. And that makes a big difference for the land mattress, losing that bonus damage. Allies back on the drain. Just above
75 points left.
75, now ticking under. Redmando's creeping forwards. So much cover for them to hide in at the moment. Here comes the Brumbier once again. Ooh, monster shot. Machine guns. It's very strange chupacabra style. Just sinking all his munis into frag bombs. I'm a big fan of the Penal machine guns. Every tank I can build them on. Double guards coming forwards, but mine there. So is a machine gun. Needs to switch the focus fire over to the outer squad of guards. They try and crawl across, but there's another one. And here come the OKW troops wiggling their way into the retreat pass. This could be quite nasty for Lord Tachanka. On the move with this one. Yeah, activating the breakthrough again. I don't know what he thinks this does. I think it just like triples the decapture rate. Alright. It's not radio silence, but there we go. Squad down. Good positioning there for ptiteuteu. You have to punish those, you know, if they're trying to run forwards. No support from a tank to cap deep. Moving your whole army into their retreat path. A very wise tactic. There's another walking Stuka barrage. Raising damage, not incredible. 25 kills now. Is that 23? Oh no! The Bombay going to work here. Now we've got the direct fire, low angle shot from the Werfer there. With the D crew. And now we've got the assault artillery coming down. Allies are getting pummeled. Still a large army for Vickers K. He lost his anti-tank gun so far, I think. Oh, but what's he trying to do with his Su-85? Trying to go head-to-head with the Jagdtiger? Throwing away both his tanks there. Wow, that was really, really bad. And the Allies throw in the towel. So, good job here from the Axis team, overcoming much higher ranked opponents. Moron Park a little bit careless with his anti-tank guns throughout the match. Maybe a little bit slow on his tech timings. You see, you know, the lane match still isn't quite as strong as maybe some of the other rocket artillery pieces. But overall, pretty solid build orders from the Axis. Didn't really overplay their hands either. Good all-round performance. Chupacabra, you know, constantly following up. He got the D-crews on support weapons and then he killed them. Made it very tricky for Vickers K to snowball. But yeah, overall, Lord Tachanka really letting down the Allies. Quite careless with his troops and his tanks. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.